All right, so back in the shop again, pretty much leaving off right where the cage paint video left off. So I have left the dash bar bare. I have not painted that yet because I still need to weld on some more tabs and stuff. This is the welder I was using before when I did the steering column thing. But this machine is really bad. I don't know how to say it, but it throws a bunch of sparks off, and it was pretty dangerous inside the car. So I had to use a fiberglass welding blanket, one of these here. I have another welder right here that is my dad's old welder. This is a Lincoln Handy MiG, so I'm gonna end up actually replacing the gun here because it's fried. I was using it like a year ago, but it kind of overheated at one point when my brother was flux coring with it. So gonna replace that gun with this one. So I got this replacement. I'm hoping that it is, pretty much everything that I'm going to need. Yeah, you can see it's even got the gas line there. So I have to learn how to hook all that up, but I ended up getting a regulator. This is kind of like an upgraded one. This is what the machine comes with, but you can't really meter it or anything. This hose is still good. It's just like a 1/4 inch or 5 mil, I think. Interior hose, got some tips and some solid MIG wire. So I'm gonna start venturing into MIG welding. That is my goal. Gonna mess around with this Lincoln. It does have a gas hookup here on the back, so really just gotta get it all set up, get it running, functioning, and then I'll feel comfortable welding the rest of this in. So also, we do have a little bit of gas left over in that bottle that I bought, and that should be plenty for what I need to do. So yeah, we're gonna try to basically, after we repair the gun, we're gonna get the center section in. That's gonna be the easiest thing, and take it from there. I know I'm gonna want that one and a couple of various other ones, but we'll see how far I get. All right, so my brother Lewis helped me out with getting this apart. It was just the outer case screws and then the handle that needed to come off, and that gives us pretty much access to these screws back here. All these connectors is a ground to your case. We've got these two that line up with this, but I need to replace these blade connectors so these will fit. But yeah, new liner and new gas line, so that'll be good. All right, so we got the car off, and we're gonna see if we can reuse this brass piece. Looks like we gotta reuse it. I think there's a steel collar. Actually, you feel that?
Yep.
Steel collar there, I think.
Yeah, which I think is the same on this one. It slides over.
Yeah, and there's a little
bit clamped together here.
I don't know if that clamp's reusable, but we could figure something out, I'm sure. We will update you guys later. All right, so everything is out. Relatively simple. So right now we're working on, basically I'm just gonna cut this clamp off. Pretty sure that's a one-time use hose clamp. And we're going to reuse this little, I think it's like an insulation block or whatever, to separate this line from everything else and the gas. So yeah, we'll get this out and into the new hose in a bit. All right, so just got this compression fitting off of the liner. So now we should be able to slide that out. And I'm just gonna cut this here, I think. I'm not sure if I can actually pull this out of here. So I'm going to cut that out, and then we'll try and get it into the new one. But it should be good. All right, so got the new whip installed there. It does have the little like hard collar, but the stock one has this insulation around the whole liner, and the new one does not have this, so it just has the liner going through the hose. But you know what, we're just gonna send it, and if it don't work for a long time, then I'll get a new welder. Just got those new crimps on the wire, and I'm just gonna slap it all back together, try it out. Hopefully that like insulation piece isn't a big deal, but we'll see how long this lasts. All right, so just got the welder back together, got the regulator working with the bottle, all of that. And just did a really quick test pass with this thing. I haven't done any wire wheeling off or anything, but I am very, very happy with that. So that in comparison to my flux core welder, which is these welds, this is amazing. So, yep, now I have my own MiG. Wait, I had it turned up too much, looks like. But yeah, I just threw it on. I had it on like high 1 at like 3.5. So we now have a welder that functions. I'm hoping this whip functions for a long time. So I'll give you guys a review, I guess, on this US weld wire replacement. You know, in a few months, we'll see how long that's actually held up for. All right. Pretty hyped. A little too focused in on this piece up there, but can't complain about these welds, man. Freaking awesome. All right, so got the MiG welder running in the car. Barely any slag on this. By this point, this whole thing would be covered and probably have caught on fire. But yeah, I just tied in that piece that I cut out completely. I got one more weld to do, but I got the whole backside welded as well. I redid the boogers that I did over there, so that looks much nicer. I also added some more structure over here. Yeah, that is gonna be super stout. And then after I do that, I can start working on the center section, all that stuff, and then we can work on getting the friggin' dash in here. All right, so that'll be the end of the video. I am really excited to practice some MIG welding. It's about time to have started learning that instead of doing the flux core. So yeah, it's gonna be very nice, and I don't know, just want to update you guys with that. It's a quick little video, but yeah, soon we are getting this car back together, so we will update you guys more in the future. I got some more stuff happening, but yeah, I am excited to get out there and get sliding, and really, you know, it's been a while. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a like, comment, or subscribe, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Have a nice night, day, wherever you are. Peace out.